Hey,
All
and
right. And we're officially live.
we're
Nice.
live. Yes.
I believe.
I clicked the right
Nice.
scene. I was actually a little bit afraid because I forgot I renamed some of the scenes. So I have stream table and I have table seat. And table seat would have just showed the table, which would have been bad.
But would we have had music this time?
Yeah, we have music right now. It's very quiet.
Well, correct, but
we had music in the intro.
Things are looking good so far.
Hopefully. Right. I thought we had music in the intro last time. I did pop into the stream on another device, and it did look like it. Remember, 10% less technical difficulties. And
well, so far so good.
Yeah.
And on that note, we have a few people in chat now. So what? YouTube is bad and should feel bad. Okay, so that's not on us. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So how are we sounding to everybody who's watching now?
Normal audio check, because I give the illusion I know what I'm doing. But I don't. That is story of my life. No clue what I'm doing.
Not professional and stream until stuff breaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then we got some work to do, I guess.
Yeah.
But we also got an hour or so to do it.
Yeah, a little bit over, a little bit under, something like that. But yeah.
Well, welcome
Good
everybody.
Audio
Good quality, clear,
awesome, perfect. Yes,
awesome.
It is. It is a bit Space Ghost vibe, except I got to put Mr. Nathan like in that TV. Did you ever watch Space Ghost, like the Adult Swim? Not the actual cartoon Space Ghost, but like the talk show.
No. I'm afraid not.
Damn. It was good. But yeah,
that sounds like a contemporary reference that I wouldn't understand.
Contemporary, dude, that was the 90s.
Sorry, man. I was still watching Transformers. But some things don't change.
Yeah, still watching Transformers. I'll show you some clips later, but there's cartoon, there's animated stuff, and then there's real people. It was a talk show. And like
not weird at all.
A late night talk show, yeah. Maybe a touch quiet.
Okay.
If you could turn yourself up on, yeah. So I'd say check your audios on your thing, because we are in the yellow for projecting to YouTube. But if we keep hearing touch quiet, I can crank us. We're always a little quiet. We're always a little soft spoken, little ASMR.
We're just chill guys.
Yeah, not
I'm not much of a yeller.
No.
Which makes it difficult when I'm running games locally here. That
you don't get a megaphone?
I usually have somebody else. No, usually I ask somebody else to yell for me.
Oh, you gotta get yourself a megaphone
when needed.
Yeah,
so it just sounds like this all the time.
There you go.
Please come to the office. Please come to the office.
More or less, yeah. So.
Yeah. No, we got one when in Melbourne HVZ back when I was running those games. We had a megaphone. It was great. No one could understand me, but I got everyone's attention because it was just.
I just got a whistle.
Yeah. Oh, see, I can't. I tried.
I bought some little like referee type whistles,
so
I can just, if I need to whistle, then everybody goes, oh, and they know to listen, and then I go, hey, come here, no closer, come, just right, just bring it all in, and then we talk, just nice and casual, like people should.
Yeah, no, it's we had one person in our group who actually could whistle. Wow, a lot of people are coming in. Hello, everyone.
Nice. Quite a party.
Yeah. So
welcome.
Welcome, everyone. But yeah, no, we had a huge, like we had someone who could whistle like ridiculously to the point where we played HVZ in Melbourne, a block away was the police station. It was like a actual like a cop shop, and they told us to keep it down. They're like, we can hear that. They're like, what? You can't use those type of loud devices or not. It's a person. Yeah, so, yeah. So welcome in, everyone.
Before we get too carried away,
wait.
Welcomes are okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually on call for work this weekend, And so I may get a phone call and I'll have to leave in a great big hurry, but we'll kind of determine based on how the stream's going, at what point in the stream we're in, whether or not we're just going to bag it early, or I'm just going to let Caster vamp for the next hour or so, or however long it's going to take, and we'll just go from there.
You actually have to go places. You just don't answer the call and go yes, yes, no, do this. Done.
Oh no, like I had to make 2 trips in yesterday. And today's been quiet so far, so I'm hoping if everybody in the chat wants to cross fingers with me or whatever it is, that we're all hoping that we can just get through tonight and everything's going to be great.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I got to go jump up, grab my stuff, and split.
All right, fair enough. I mean,
we'll see how it goes.
Just take us on the road, right? It's simple. I'm doing all the streaming stuff. You just have to hop on your phone and keep on the call.
We'll see how this goes.
We can do it live. We do it live. Nothing bad will happen.
That will really be straining all of our electronical type abilities with stuff like that. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah. You're fine.
So I'm banking on our 10% so far.
10% less. Yeah. My hands are good. Yes, my hands are going up, but I'm drinking. So right now. So that's I too have a tasty beverage. I actually have a toggle for that on this. I just haven't keybound it yet, but that's fine.
It's because it kept getting stuck to your hand.
Yeah, it kept getting stuck, and then I forgot how to untoggle it, so I got to remap it. But that's life. Yeah, welcome in everyone. A lot of I haven't heard from Valtech in ages. How's it going, man? And Jeremy and Greg. I recognize Greg H. Why do I recognize Greg? Greg, why do I recognize you?
I certainly don't.
But yes, it's
so I got definitely have some people that I don't recognize, so I assume that you brought them.
Yeah, I have some friends in the chat that I play D&D with and stuff.
Well, excellent. Welcome, Caster's friends.
Yeah, I got friends. I know people. But yeah, so
we got Jeremy, General Strife, Valtech. Yeah, we got some good solid nerfing folks. Sparky. So,
Sparky.
Good deal.
Sparky's everywhere. Yep. Happy holidays, Sparky. Happy holidays to everyone. But yeah. So something I want to. It's never obscure. It's just always on hiatus.
Yeah.
Until it's not.
Yeah. I know how that goes.
He's literally local.
Okay, as long as you're still doing stuff.
Greg H is literally local. You've known him for years.
Greg. Well, you don't go by Greg on Discord or anything else. Well, hey, Greg, how are you?
Shay.
I have a tote for you again. The one that I told you I had last week. I still have it, and it's full of stuff I'm bringing to the next event. So hopefully I can get rid of that crap and then give you your tote back for real this time. So, sorry, just a little local talk.
Yeah. He's got you. But yeah, so something I wanted to try to do is just shout out to the cool people who commented on last podcast video.
Oh, yes.
I don't know about you, but I was chomping at the bit the next Sunday of actually doing another podcast, and I was like, I don't know.
I am still getting used to having responsibilities on the channel to do things, and so I appreciate your enthusiasm. This is going to be some kind of getting broken in and getting ready or getting acclimated to chatting again, but that's good because we also have a cool announcement which we'll talk about next.
Yeah. Actually, let's just do this. This will be easier.
Oh.
Bam.
Oh my gosh, it's so big.
Let me take off my hat.
So we actually had listener feedback. Is that what you call it? That sounds weird
comments.
To talk about. Comments. Sure.
Comments.
Anyway, people talked about us. That's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, Grim Reaper. Shout out to Grim. Grim was runner-up last for 2024 MergeMasters.
Was he
amazing builds?
Well, he certainly placed. I'm trying to remember.
Let me ask the people who ran MergeMasters. Hey, Nathan was where was he?
You know what? Last event was such a blur that I'm still recovering from.
Awesome blur.
As we're getting ready to get back and do it again.
Yeah, he was third. He was third place in Gestalt. So awesome, dude.
That's right.
Yeah, very
impressive
awesome
stuff.
Very impressive.
And
He
worked
says
on
he
some
was
cool stuff again already.
Yeah, he said he was working on something, so it was at least 2 blasters done, I imagine, the time frame of the podcast, right?
Well, gosh, just since we let up last, or since the last competition ended, he's done 3 or 4, I think, builds just in the
Crazy.
last little bit.
Yeah.
Not to mention started about 6 or 8 more.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So I hope he's listening.
Yeah. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for commenting, Grim, and Camric also another.
Always being supportive.
Yeah, Camric another contestant or contestant, entrant, participant.
I still haven't found a word that I like because I always sound wrong.
Not forced into competition.
Guy doing a thing.
Person
doing a thing.
A person doing a thing. Yeah, and then also with Primate as well.
Just a person doing a thing.
Yeah, we're all people doing things. Yeah. Zoom out.
Some actual MergeMasters folks.
Yeah,
and
Primate.
Gainsey. Nice.
And then, how do you pronounce that last one? That last.
I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but
yeah, what was that?
I always.
AKA Gainsey.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe I sent him a Gear Up Maverick a couple years back.
Oh. So they're
pops
in the know.
Pops in once in a while.
Okay. But yeah, they mentioned, because I mentioned the mac and cheese from Ragnarok, because it was a load of mac and cheese with actual with like carne asada meat and some other things. And I mentioned trying to use chilies in the hollandaise sauce, and they mentioned using cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper worked, but it wasn't the right taste that I was going for. So it was good, but it didn't have the right kick. I also wanted more kick to my mac and cheese. Like, I wanted it to punch me in the face. Yep. Yeah. You don't like food punching you in the face?
Not if I can help it.
No, fair. Do you do spicy? I don't actually know if you do spicy. Or do you do white person
generally.
Spicy?
I think I do white person spicy.
Fair.
But I do like Chipotle type flavor. Like, you get up to like that heat level, and it's like that's the comfort level between tastes really good and has a little bit of burn, but isn't like uncomfortable or miserable.
Yeah.
But still has cool flavor.
White people spicy. Gotcha.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll turn this off. But yeah, want to shout them out. We'll probably just, I don't know. We'll probably do it next time unless I forget. Or
or if we start getting like way too many more people, then it's worth...
show all the comments.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. We can neither like confirm nor deny nor promise, but hey, we don't know what this thing looks like yet. We're just guys doing a thing.
Yeah, doing a thing. And yeah, no idea what's going on. Yeah, excite Chipotle spicy. Like I said, white people spicy. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's pepper, right? That's.
It's like I have a few friends in England, when they season food, they put salt and pepper on. It's like, no, you guys colonized half the world. Use their food. But yeah.
Well, are we ready to announce a thing?
We want to announce the thing. We want to actually try to maintain structure and not vamp up on random things. Here. So, yeah. You want to do the honors? Dates?
Sure, I will do the honors. It's got my name on it and everything. So, starting February is when MergeMasters is going to begin. We're going to have information trickling in. Nice. We're going to have information trickling in starting our first stream. We're going to continue streaming every other week from here through till we decide to stop doing it. And so we're going to have updates. I don't have my calendar handy. Basically, once we get into January, we're going to start trickling in kind of the basic structure of things. Then the next stream after that is going to actually give out the rules and give everybody the countdown. And then the actual event itself is going to start February 1st, run through April 30th. And all the information that fits in the middle will be coming in the new year. But at the very least, get your schedule cleared and kind of get your creative juices flowing. And don't start building anything yet, because we got some interesting constraints to work with.
Let's see,
in
can
the
I do
new...
air quotes on my hands? Interesting. There we go. Look at that.
That's pretty good. Your fingers are working really nice.
Good
job.
Working great today.
Good job, hands.
Yeah.
Nice. Out of context, that's weird, but if anybody was here last time, you'd know that you're not doing this anymore.
I'm not going, good.
But yeah, we're going to have the same basic structure of 3 classes with three winning places within each class. But it's not just a number of blasters within the build that defines your class.
Yeah.
It's a bit differenter this time, and it's going to take more math. How would you say that?
Math.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have some interesting constraints to
Yeah,
work
to
with.
do, like,
That's going to
1,
determine what class you're in. So
1.
don't get too carried away with your plans yet.
Yeah.
Good job over there. Good job.
Math.
So anyway, that's about all we can talk about right now. We don't want to give out too much information yet.
Yeah.
Because just to keep people from trying to get too much of a head start.
Exactly.
As far as I can feel right now, the 3 months still works out pretty good.
Yeah.
If it turns out that's not long enough, we've discussed doing instead of like basing off the quarterly competition structure, going with the 4-month thing. But we'll wait and see. That'll be determined later on and not under this competition.
I mean, that's always
Stick
just
with the same-
feedback. If we find out at the end of this competition that people go, no, I need more time, we got to find out what that time is. Because I think 6 months would be too long. Because 6 months you go,
think
oh,
so.
I got
I mean-
6 months. And then you go procrastinate for like 4 months. You go, oh, I got 2 months left. Okay, I'll start working on it. And then a month later, you start working on it.
Yeah, it's like when I was in junior high, the first of the year, they're like, yeah, we're going to do this big term paper thing. Here's the only information you'll need. It's not due till the end of the year. And everybody's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then you get hammered with homework for the year. And then like the last month, they're like, the teacher says, hey, by the way, your thing's due at the end of such and such. And you realize, oh, you haven't mentioned anything about that since you talked about it like 6 months ago. Okay. Is there more information on it? No, you got all the information already. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So naturally, you throw it together the night before.
Exactly.
So
if it's due tomorrow, you do it tomorrow.
basically, yes. So we're going to try to not do that. There has been talk. I know actually just recently, I think it was Hawkeye in the Discord mentioned we had to do like a 12-month thing, and that's a cool idea, but I think it'd be really hard to keep people engaged for that long. When that should just be more of a, maybe we should have like a year goal kind of thing, towards like we have the competition is like the real hot and heavy, go at it kind of thing that fits here. But then we have like an overall year thing that's like, hey, make a neat thing in the course of a year and see how it goes, or something that's not quite as structured or something.
Yeah, that would almost just be like a New Year's, almost like a New Year's stream or something, where we just go, hey, what did you make this year? We'll randomly assign it a vote or something. I don't know. Get a panel.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of a long time frame thing. I just don't see how it would work with our structure we have now, and I think it'd just be hard to keep track of.
Oh, 100%.
Especially with how people kind of fluctuate in their interest, throughout the year. Anyway, I figured the 3 months seems like a good sized window to where people can focus their efforts for a minute, work on a thing out, and then they have the rest of the year to do whatever the heck they want the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But to dedicate a whole year to a single project would be difficult for some of us, because some of us only have a small window of attention they can pay to something before they get distracted by something else or 2 other things or more.
Yeah.
Hi.
More dogs.
You come for nuggies?
Yeah. No, it's exactly it. It's so I mean we'll play it by ear, but kind of circling back to the actual MergeMasters stuff, just where we'll announce it. Something hit something. Was that your dog exhaling into the mouth, or Mike? Or
yes, yeah. She was smelling the mic. What's this weird thing on your face?
Yeah. But it'll be announced on Discord, Mr. Nathan's Instagram. We're going to have both written sets of rules and short form video sets of rules. So it's however you absorb the rules, there'll be a way to do it, except for a person in real life yelling the rules at you. But we can kind of simulate that via the videos, right? We just get really close in, where we gotta get really close in, going, hey, these are the rules, and loud noises and stuff. And then
Yeah, we didn't advertise much last year. We kept it pretty self-contained and kind of quiet just to see how it went.
we didn't advertise
With
at
the
all
way things
last
went,
year.
which is great. Correct. We're actually going to advertise, make the information more easier to find,
Accessible, yeah.
shared around in some of the accessibility is kind of our big one for this year. Actually posting stuff in like the various Nerf modding Facebook groups and maybe talking to some people in some of the Discords and sharing things around there. Having the information, all the printed rules, quick and easy, and not in the middle of a two-hour long stream.
Yeah, you don't have to
that.
hunt the rules. And then also one thing I will point out is we're going to be a little stricter on how you start this year, and there will be we're going to have indicators of some sort. So we'll do a starting photo like we did last year, but there's going to be a little bit more to it.
It's going to be, well, it's not going to be weird. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be structured.
It's going to be weird. A little bit weird.
It'll be a little bit weird, probably.
Tiny bit weird, but tiny bit weird. Yeah.
But it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But yeah, that's, we'll keep everyone updated with that. Yeah.
But this is just enough to whet your appetite. So if you've been curious, Jeremy, and others who maybe considered doing it, saw how either competed or saw it last year and said, I want to do it this year. Yeah. Now you know when it's going to come down and when the information is going to come down, and that's all you get to know yet.
Exactly. Curious, what blasters have you been saving, Jeremy, if you're still in chat?
Yeah, give us a little bit of a taste.
Give it a little taste. A little smidgen. Little minuscule smidgen. Yeah, tiny bit. But a little bouge, yeah. Yeah. While we wait for stream delay, let's see. I'm gonna raise. I keep raising a hand on purpose to check stream delay. So I'm like, okay, that's an easy time indication. And yeah. So okay, stream's a little bit delayed. That's okay. What's the words? Yeah. So how was your week?
It was busy. A lot of Christmassy type stuff going on, just as far as work being busy and weird, and it's that time of year.
Yeah.
Haven't really built anything. Haven't really done anything. Just kind of go from weekend to weekend. Don't have a chance to do anything during the weekend, and then wonder where the rest of the week went.
Yeah.
So
I feel you. It's like I wake up. It's Monday. I wake up. It's Friday. It's like, what happened? Where did everything go? I know I slept between those times, but it's like, ugh. It's all
super. Like I said, I was on call this weekend, so it's not like I could really get too involved in anything in particular. Any big projects, knowing that I have to drop everything immediately and run, and so it's also been not great for the anxiety of just like, do I do anything? Can I do anything? I don't know. Do I even can I sit down and watch a movie? Well, then if I get interrupted, then I got this. I don't know. I tried washing the dishes.
Oh.
Got about halfway through the dishes, got a phone call. Had to split. Come back. Had to drain the sink again. Move all the stuff out. Clean the sink. And so it's like I can't even do chores without getting punished.
Oof.
So.
It's a lot. You gotta make something to wash the dishes, like some sort of dishwasher. Crazy concept.
Yeah, I don't know. Someday, probably. That'll be in the kitchen remodel. That'll probably next year or two down the road. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Right now we got the sink and we got soap and the water comes out of the thing. So hey, what are you gonna do?
Does the thing? Yeah. No. When I was in Australia, one of our places didn't have a dishwasher, so I would, when I got really lazy, I'd get a big tub, like a big storage tub, and a hose. I'd take it all outside and I'd hose it on. And I had a pressure system. Or I didn't have any glass. It was all plastic, so it was really easy. Hosed it all off. Dish soap. A jet spray happening. I only broke one plate because the jet spray punctured it. Then I turned it down. It was good times. Efficiency.
I've never had a dishwasher. Growing up, we never had a dishwasher. Grew up in a turn of the century house. Live in a mid-century house. It's just we're always behind the technology apparently. So I never learned how to run. My wife keeps saying, we should get a dishwasher. And I go, cool, then you can run it.
You push 2 buttons.
So far, I've been the dishwasher. So.
You loaded the things. You put the soap in.
Okay.
And you push the button. There's even new voice activated.
Well, then you can come
ones.
over and do it.
I will guide you through it. You see the voice activated ones. There's even ones that you just like. You take the bottle of soap, dishwasher soap, and you you walk it into the dishwasher, and it just pre-fills itself. So
okay.
Technology.
Anyway,
it's future.
Sure. That's fine. When it shows up in the house, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But until then, it's not a super huge issue.
I believe.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. And yeah, Merry Christmas to you, friend Besto.
Ah, friend Besto. Yes, another one of our locals.
And
works at our local arena.
Oh,
we might be
nice.
seeing you guys here sooner than later. We'll see.
Ooh. I got to check out that arena near you at one point, sometime.
Me too. They moved, and I haven't been to the new location yet. So,
it moved.
But we're just like a block or two away. But
okay.
So we'll see how it goes. See how it turns out, and maybe we'll do some stuff over there.
Yeah. I wonder what their internet's like. That's some homework for you eventually.
Sure. What do you want to do? A live stream from the arena?
We could stream some of the arena, get some nerf action going. Yeah, be fun, different.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Is it actually a nerf arena, or is it like a paintball airsoft arena that you guys nerf it?
No, it's nerf arena. We got another. There's an actual paintball airsoft arena on the other end of the valley that also does. It says they do nerf wars, but it's just 50 cal paintball guns with the little foam rounds.
Oh, okay. Like rival foam or like rival hyper?
No, those little 50 cals.
So neither.
And so actually, yeah, no, it's just their own kind of weird thing. Basically, they call it nerf because it's foam.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I talked to him and was like, hey, you said you do competitive nerf, but we do competitive nerf. And I, showed him some of the stuff we do, and he's like, oh, crap, I didn't know anything like that was out here.
Yeah.
We're willing to talk to that guy again, too.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's always the thing is, people, you bring up nerf and you always get, oh, yeah, the toy section. It's like, yeah, I mean, technically, yes, but, we also, we have people with way overqualified who just design these blasters. And
well, yeah, because they're like, oh, so what kind of FPS are you talking? And I was like, I don't know, like, we usually do around 250, and we got a few hitting about 3. And he's like, oh, that might actually not work for the insurance of our building. We'll have to check on that. So
yeah.
So it definitely enlightening for him, and he's like, yeah, come to when you figure out when you want to come do a thing, talk to me. We'll figure something out. I haven't come yet.
Yeah, so. I mean, then you have like the old school. Timmy's stuck in a well
outside. Yay!
Yeah,
hey,
but but yeah, no, it's like back east. Hey, Panda. It's back east, the capless wars, where you don't, you're not really shocked when you see a 500 FPS blaster. You're not going to really hit too much with it, but that was like 400 FPS, I think was the normal. Yeah. So it's like they're not. Yeah, it's still a lot. Yeah. See, they miss you. Look, friend Besto says,
probably make something happen. We miss having you guys around. There has been a lot of talk about, we used to do a first Thursday thing where we'd all meet up over there and hang out for a while and shoot some stuff, but kept having the problem of, like a 8-year-old birthday party comes in or a little league team comes in for a party thing, and then the kids complain about getting shot, and then we have to put our cool stuff away, and then you have people that are like, I come to this thing and I can't even use the stuff I want to use.
Yeah.
What the heck? So we started doing our own thing, but yeah,
he's got to take the kids. He's got to take the kids out. It's just like, okay, lock and load.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it turns out parents don't like having kids that cry and stuff.
Yeah.
So
look, you're just teaching them life is tough and not fair.
Well, yeah, but
learn to mod, come back with a better blaster.
yeah, little leaguers coming in to like celebrate having won their game or whatever, probably don't want to be punished immediately.
Yeah. They're riding the high too
But-
much. They had it too good that day. You gotta kick
Sure.
it down a notch. Yeah, no,
Or
it's
6.
yeah, exactly. Now the arena that I've seen Brett do a few like vlog style.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
is like 45 minutes from me, and I'm just like, I need to go talk and nerf with those guys because yeah, right now my nerf plate is Ragnarok. I'm hoping Maryland Mayhem this year, but
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's just huge events, which I get it. It's like, especially as people are getting older, it's like, okay, we just kind of attend the huge events now. It's like, but I want to do like some of the small events. Maybe not as often as.
Are you broken?
Oh, I'm broken.
Yeah, you've been stuck for a while.
What crashed? What crashed? Hang on.
But yes. Yeah,
I'm back.
Would be, oh, hey, there you go.
I live.
Not so much for that. It was getting weird for a minute. Yeah, Maryland. I wouldn't mind hitting Maryland. I don't know if that's going to be a next year thing or not. Would be cool.
Yeah.
Maryland. You got Survival Fest. You got a lot more stuff, and it was easier when it was just End War. And it's like, hey, can I do End War? Yes or no?
Yeah.
And then you go about your business. And now it's like, okay, do I do this or this or this or this or this or this?
Yeah.
Then you got to take your shoes off, and it's an embarrassment of riches, and it sucks, but also it's cool, but also
it's the old Jangler quote: options. We got options. Now.
So many options, almost too many. But at the same time, each event has its own unique flavor, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
Because like given the choice between End War and Rag, I do Rag, like,
100%.
hands down. Just the structure of it is better for me personally. It's just my preference. But other people might prefer the End War structure, which is great. I don't know what Maryland's like. It sounds like it's kind of
it's the new hotness. It's big. So
it's like I just want to give it a taste, see how that goes.
Exactly. It's and I mean like old school End War where it was just you start playing Friday or start playing Saturday and then you finish you finish Sunday, right? So it's like a 2-3 day event, 2.5 day
and
event.
it just goes through the whole weekend.
Yeah, it was fun. But then again, I missed the 7-day events, which it's very hard to do, right? People have lives, and God, yeah.
Would be cool. That would be cool.
You never did like a 7-day, did you?
No.
Yeah.
Endor was my first big event.
No, they were a lot of fun. Even weekend ones are fun, but yeah, I don't know.
It'd be nice if they were longer, because especially where you have like when we did Ragfest, you land, get your crap together, you do the convention thing, then you do the Stalking Dead, and then you do the competitive thing, and then everybody leaves.
Yeah.
And if you're involved in very many of those things, you never get to see anybody.
Exactly.
It's like
We
at the
need a
at the
4-day
Blaster Expo. Yeah, because it's like I was right next to Boomstick. I never had a chance to actually talk to him. I threw money at him and bought a bandolier as I was trying to go do do our little panel thing.
Yeah.
And never really had a chance to actually talk to him.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that. It'd be cool if there was more of an opportunity of, hey, you just get to talk to people.
Exactly.
Without too many things going on that's gonna pull you away. It's almost like I want to not do a table next year or something, just so I have a little bit more flexibility. But
yeah, you also just have to schedule yourself. I know. Yeah, it's just it's the price of doing the table, unfortunately. The thing, but no, I get you. I mean, I put on the feedback of Rag of like I'd love Blaster Expo to be longer and have air conditioning.
Definitely.
And also, yeah. And also what Panda said. So yeah, actually, go answering chat. Yeah, excited. Those are the zombie events. And Panda. That's 100% it. Is Rag is not in the middle of summer in the humid South. Rag is in the winter. Great, because let me tell you, I know this is very relatable. but wearing a very thick wizard robe in 100-degree weather with 95% humidity is painful.
It was pretty rough.
It's not. Oh, you got.
I wasn't wearing the robes, but
yeah. I mean, eventually you get heat stroke, and then you're so delirious it doesn't matter. Everything okay? Something fell.
I don't know what it was because the TV's in the way. But other things are okay. Ladder. You knocked down the ladder?
Everything's fallen. Who's that?
Are you okay? You don't sound okay. Are you mad? Why?
Someone's mad.
Oh, hi. You want to say hello to the nice people and apologize for swearing? You didn't?
Swearing on this channel? How dare. Hello.
Here. Hi. Bye. Okay. Oh, cool. Fist bump. Nice. Thanks, bruh. Have fun.
The Mrs. Nathan. And also, we couldn't hear her because of your mic setup. So, no
Yeah,
worries.
I know.
Yeah. Otherwise, I have the censor button already. Ready? I'm gonna swear in 3, 2, 1. Anyway.
Technically, yes. I just did bruh up my wife, but also she fist bumped me. So
Yeah.
what do you get? I mean, I can
Yeah.
only work with what I'm given.
Yeah, exactly.
You come at me with a fist bump, you must be a bruh.
Yeah, bruh. But yeah, as Panda was saying, the 1 hour Blaster Expo experience and have a 1 hour meet and greet. That would be interesting. The problem is then if who's doing the meeting and who's doing the greeting.
Yeah, I think that'd be difficult to structure because it's like I don't necessarily want to be the guy that's greeted, but I'd like to meet people, but also I'd like to just wander around.
Yeah.
It's almost like we need like a casual pre-expo thing that you could actually talk to people, and then you can do the big expo thing, you know, with the booths and all that business. Or at the very least, could we have like people who are vendors have like an hour after setup, like give us adequate time to set up, especially, you know, some of these big outfits, like Out of Darts and Silver Fox and some of these big outfits. Give them time to set up, and then give like vendors like an hour or 45 minutes or something to just kind of amongst themselves do things and see people and talk. Because otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, as a vendor, so like us, we don't have too much to set up. Then you got people like Silver Fox, you know, Out of Darts, Frontline. They got a lot. They got a lot to set up. So do you really want to be, if you were trying to struggle with all that, do you really want other people to go talk to you, or do you just want to be like, no, let me set up my stuff?
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, give the hour or 2 hours or whatever it is for setup. Boom, there it is. There's setup time. On top of that, you have like an hour of just hangout.
Yeah, there's meant to be a 1 hour pre-opening mingle. Yeah, the time did disappear.
Yeah, I don't believe that was the case because we had people like wandering in, filtering in from the street, like while we were still setting up.
Yeah,
and so yeah,
like, we don't know you. This is my purse. I don't know if you get that quote,
but if they tried, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's huge. And I'm like knowing and being familiar with some of the actual event staff people.
Yeah, we got the end.
I know that they're working within the constraints that they were given by the school and all that kind of stuff. I know it's not like they don't care. I'm not saying that. It's just as a guy doing a table thing, it'd be cool if there's a little bit more casual time.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's paying for the place, so it's like hopefully next year it's not per hour, it's just for the day. This day venue, that just makes life easier, right? It's a lot of
but
like.
Then what is opening time? When is the building opened up? And
exactly. You know. Well, like, so some of the convention halls, especially like around here, you have it's like a 12-hour thing. So it's at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is when the convention
that'd be
halls
cool.
open. But the actual convention is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is still 8 hours, right?
Yeah, because it seems like there was not nearly enough time for just being there and doing the thing.
Yeah, but then also like with some of those conventions, you could set up the night before, which is so much.
That would be cool.
So much nicer. But also it's more expensive, right? Because you got to pay for it. It's a whole
and
thing.
Security, and I don't know if I would trust the security of that place.
Exactly. It all depends on security
a number of reasons.
Stuff. I mean, I have friends who do like small anime convention stuff, and they sleep in their booth because they have like $50,000 worth of merch that they don't want lost.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they just lock up, they just hide under their table. I'm outing them, but I'm not naming names nor the convention because I know they're not supposed to do it. But yeah, they're just it's there. It's yes, it's a thing. But yeah, it's I don't know. Logistics is a nightmare. It always is. It always will be. And
oh yeah,
you're never gonna make the vendors fully happy with these type of things.
And that's fair. But as long as the players are happy, that's what we're all here for, right?
Exactly. And vendors are a little bit happy. Wrong hand. Little bit happy. Tiny bit. Marginally.
I guess you figure a vendor might not have a good time, but will still show up the next time.
Yeah.
But a player might have a bad time and then not want to come back. So.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to keep your priorities straight.
Priorities. Yeah, it was hopefully. Well, talk more. I mean, I also have they did the feedback, which I know we mentioned last time, but it's like they meant one of the things they brought up was but what was it called? Doing long format PvP instead of HVZ, which would
that'd be cool.
I would love
to see how that goes.
I told them I told Panda I would give them a rough draft of the rules in November, and I haven't done it. Things have gotten in the way. Things have gotten busy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's just because I had one set up for doing long format, and it was for Australia. It was supposed to take place over 3 days, so it could easily just be scaled down for a day, and that way you bring a blaster to a nerf event, you don't have to put it down unless you want to. Where in most zombie events, you bring a blaster to a nerf event, spent all year working on this, I got tagged out. Someone's going to be tagged out first. So, yeah, we will see on that.
Well, especially where we have so many HVZ type events, across the country and world now, that it's like if one converts to more of a PvP style, then you still have like 6 other choices if you're a traveler, and so.
Oh yeah, which
might be worth at least playing with, but.
Yeah, a lot of people I talked to they're like, oh yeah, we go here, we go to Maryland Madness, we go to was it Missouri Mall Mayhem or just Mall Mayhem?
The Mall Mutation Madness.
Mall Mutation Madness. There we go. All the madness. Everyone's mad. Why is it?
That'd be another fun one.
Yeah, Missouri's hard to get to though. It's but the So it's Maryland Mayhem, and it's Mall Mutation Madness, Enmore, and Ragnarok.
And then Survival Fest is in there, but I'm not sure exactly how
Isn't
it's
Survival
set up.
Fest about Maryland? Isn't Maryland Mayhem Survival Fest? Is that different?
No, they're different.
Okay.
In fact, I think one is a month apart or something like that.
Ah. Crazy.
Yeah. In fact, I'm actually talking to one of the Survival Fest mods, I think, and we're gonna be talking to him here in the next couple of weeks, and so I'm hoping to get a little bit more information about what that event actually looks like.
Okay. Yeah, no, I should reach. I should reach out as well. It's been a hot minute since I reached out to other
What's
people.
going on over
besides
there?
Rag.
What are you doing?
Timmy's still stuck in a well.
Are you being nosy?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. Watch this.
What are you doing? My camera work. We synced up the whole thing.
Nosy.
I gotta move my seed and everything
There.
back.
Come and invade my domain.
It's my land. I gotta move you again.
No, we're good. It's cool. I just no. I'll tweak that. I'll tweak that.
Wait.
Oh, wrong way.
What are you
Hold
doing?
on.
What are you doing?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Let me move it first.
No,
All right.
There you go. Fixed.
Good
Good God. It's my show now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Let's do.
Oh, hey,
the
welcome
live.
back.
Yeah. Slide you on in. There we go.
Where's your dog?
That's good enough.
You gonna jump up here like the old times?
Oh, yeah. Great. Is that Krager?
Yeah.
Is it Krager or
Decided to
Kroger?
Krager.
Krager, okay. Didn't know if you named him after the super. Krager, a company? A Bolt hardware company?
No, they did wheels and speed parts
Ah.
back in the early '60s. They came out.
That slow, dramatic turn of, wait, you don't know them? And you said the 60s?
They're still in production.
Yeah. 10,000 years ago.
Just feels like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to throw this on screen really quick. I have made a little guy. See if this
Little
works.
guy.
Little guy. Nope, that doesn't. Well, it kind of works. Let's just go with this one. This one. Bam.
We have officially changed topics.
We had a topic.
We tried for a minute.
Okay, I mean, we always swing back to Nerf. But yes, I 3D printed this little guy on an FDM Ender 3 Pro that hasn't printed in 8 months. And just
That's
like,
pretty good.
I'm just like, yes. Just, I pulled it off the printer today. So happy with it. The little beholder, D&D beholder. And yes, it was. I mean, yeah, the teeth look bad, but that was printing upside down.
Well, and isn't that part of the idea?
Oh, and like they're ringy, right?
Oh.
That should be smoother. But the skin looks pretty good. The eye stalks, and it's just like, yeah, no supports, no nothing. So ecstatic
What
with
does
that.
he do?
He sits on my desk.
Oh, that's cool.
And look at it. Yeah, D&D. It's beholder. It's I don't know the CR level. I beams, evil, narcissistic. Some people use it as a boss for D&D for low level players. Shoots different random things out of his eye stalk and has anti-magic field for the main eye. Yeah.
I don't know what those things mean.
You watch D&D podcasts. Don't they have a
It's
magic
not traditional.
system?
No, that's all. The only two I listen to are Transformers based.
Yeah, but they gotta have.
There's no magic in Transformers.
All Spark.
Yeah, no, it's not in the Bayverse thing. Anyway.
That's
That's a
That's a what?
Said it's a tangent upon tangents.
Oh, we're like 7 tangents deep right now. It's just how you do. Yeah, that's
situation normal then.
Yeah, exactly. That's also something I want to next year, after MergeMasters, MergeMasters between circling back. MergeMasters between February 1st and April 30th. Reiterating.
That means, once we so starting in May, I guess, when we'll get back to normal programming for
May-ish,
podcast.
Yeah, but I want to get a few nerfers and do a small D&D actual one shot, which will be 2 sessions. And I say that because I am awful at one shots. As the current one shot I am running right now, I started 8 months ago. And we are 12 sessions in. Yeah.
12 is more than one.
12 is more than one. Things happen. I'm not.
Nope, going the other way.
The illusion.
Oh, that way. There we go. Oops. Dogs.
But yeah, it's because I know you brought up that you were interested. You kind of know some stuff. I've been DMing since I was 15, so more than 5 years.
Yeah, that math is correct.
More than 10 years, more than 15 years.
Primate, you haven't missed anything except for MergeMasters announcements and a lot of other weird stuff.
Tangents beyond tangents beyond tangents. But yeah, MergeMasters. Actually, here, I can even do this. I'll go delete this.
Whoa. Hey, it's that guy.
It's that guy. And then we go wow. Enhance. Merge Masters. Start date. Look at that. I could do stuff. What was it? It was there we go. First 2025.
Oh my gosh, 2050.
2050. Yeah, well, you got a little bit to prep. 2050. And then yeah, we finish.
I'm going to be so old by then.
Old. Back in my day, we had this thing called the caliber. Yeah, 2025. And yeah, so that's the start date and then end date. For Primate.
Correct.
Look at that.
And Primate, that means also don't start anything yet because we got a lot of weird rules this year. Information's going to start rolling out at the first of the year. We got January, we got 2 streams during January, which we're going to kind of filter the information out. And by the time you get to the end of January, you are going to be just hammered with so much information and so much excitement about the upcoming event that starts on the 1st that you will be just so bamboozled.
Exactly. Extremely bamboozled. But yeah, it's start thinking of what blasters you want to use, but remember there are constraints and there are 3 categories, but they are different this year. So,
very different rule set, very different very different classifications.
Yeah.
And what defines each class is different. The rules are different. Everything's different. So don't make too many plans. Just get a lot of ideas rolling.
Yeah. So many ideas. Yeah. Yeah, actually, that still frames pretty well.
Hey, that works out really nice.
Like
nice.
wait,
good job.
Why is the...
it's like we have a note card sitting there.
Yeah. Put that there. Bam. Yeah. Yeah, I know the other thing you wanted to or you were talking about earlier was the kind of circling back into nerf. As we talk about MergeMasters some more. Your event.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Had an event last week. If any of our locals, if Greg, if you're still watching, probably not, but if you are, cool. I think you were you may have been privy to one of the happenings. Anyway, we usually for our local group, Swift, Southwest Idaho Foam.
Shout out.
We generally don't have a logo handy. I could probably find one on my phone, but we primarily have been using like LDS church gyms for holding our events, which generally works pretty good when we can get a building scheduled ahead of time. And we got it scheduled in, I think, late October, early November. Got our December date set. No issues. We go rolling in last week, and I'm like just pulling up to the building, and I get a Discord message from one of the locals. And he says, "Hey, there's a bunch of tables set up in the gym. Are we actually meeting somewhere else?" And I go, "Oh crap!" So I said, "Okay, I'm on my way in. Just a second." I go walking in, and it is just full gym, wall to wall, tables and chairs. So these little round banquet tables, just packed, like you can hardly get in between, and they're all decorated very nice with little Christmassy looking candle holder things and little pine tree things and all kinds of stuff, and a bunch of little fake trees all the way along the wall here. And
so
little...
they set up barriers for you guys. So nice of them.
Something like that. Well, they even had this cool little, like, it looks like a snow globe, but it's like a little photo op thing that you put your family in and take pictures, and it's super cute. And I go walking in and I go, "Hey, that's me. Where'd you find that?"
Huh?
So where'd you find that?
The internet.
Curse you, internet, being all handy and stuff. Yes, that's us, and that's my floor.
Anyway. It's a nice floor.
We needed a backdrop thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I threw some of my crap on the ground and took a picture.
Nice.
But so we're sitting there kind of trying to figure out, okay, well, we'd originally planned on doing just like a quick tournament thing like we've been doing, and then we were going to do the rest of it was going to be more of a casual Christmas party with a little bit of kind of like trivia type games. Like I had a dozen or so different type of obscure dart heads setting out in had them in a
I saw that picture.
A little egg crate. Yeah. And it's like, they're numbered, and you try to determine what's what. We had a couple little games set up like that, and some things and some target shooting, whatever. It was supposed to be just kind of a casual hangout, less of a actual hardcore war event. Anyway, so we go walking in there, and we're trying to figure out what room do we have to work with. And on the far end of the gym from where we'd walked in, because where we walked in, there was like a row of long banquet tables.
Yep.
And we're like, okay, we can set up our stuff here without really affecting anybody else's table arrangements and crap like that. And so we're kind of walking around the gym trying to figure out what we have to work with. And we notice on the far end, somebody had pushed a bunch of the tables and chairs, just like pushed them out in a convenient arc right around the ball hoop on that end of the gym. And I was like, oh, well, apparently some kids wanted to play football or basketball or something. Okay, cool. Well, can we utilize the space? Really not enough space to use. Okay, cool. We'll leave it. And some guy comes walking through and he's like, "You guys gonna put them tables back?" And we're like, no. "Well, how come?" It's like, because we didn't move them, and now we don't know what your plan is there. Okay, well, grumble disappears.
Walks away.
Then, so we kind of figure, okay, we will not be playing any games. We'll just do our little, well, we won't be doing any war type games. We'll just be doing our little cutesy Christmas party games and hanging out. Okay, cool. So I go in, drag my stuff in because I had some raffle stuff that we're going to do. So I was bringing in my gear there and getting set up. Had another lady come through and she was like, "Are you guys playing paintball in here?" I was like, no. "Oh, so-and-so said you guys were playing paintball and bringing paintball guns in." It's like, well, that's not what we have going on here. "Oh, okay, well, it did seem kind of extreme." And I'm like, yeah, who's going to go into a church and play paintball? Seriously, guy. Anyway, and they're like, so yeah, that was more a laughable thing.
Yeah.
And but then we're getting set up and everybody as they're trickling in, they're like, "Oh crap, there's tables everywhere. What are we doing?" Okay, cool. I'm still trying to figure out what our thing looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, just don't get too hard into playing games, like actually shooting stuff until we know what was going on. Have another lady come through and she's like, "Oh, hey, wow, you guys really have something going on here." I was like, "Yeah, we thought we had the gym. We were supposed to have the gym. Apparently that's not working out." And she's like, "Okay, because I'm just going to practice. We get some girls practicing choir music stuff. There's a flute and whatnot." we just want to make sure we weren't going to bug you. And I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. I was afraid you were coming in here and we were going to have to explain to you that we would try to not bother you.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, no, that's cool. You just do your thing. And I'm like, well, that's fine. You do your thing. We'll just try to not be rude and let you do your thing.
Yeah.
And that was really nice and pleasant. And then we had another lady come through here, like probably another half hour or so later, and they're like, you can't be in here. I'm like, well, yeah, we got the building scheduled. No, you didn't. I look at the guy, one of our locals is affiliated with the local, or the single adults group, and is in and out of the buildings at different times. He knows all the building scheduler guys, and so he just handles that part of things. And so I look at him, and I was like, we had it scheduled, right? And he's like, yeah. And he pulls up the text chain with the building scheduler, and he's like, yeah, we got the building till 3. Well, I don't know, because we got people coming in here at 1 o'clock for the Christmas party thing. I was like, okay, well, we won't be here by then. Okay, because we got this Christmas party, everybody's going to be mad. I'm like, okay, we won't be here. Don't worry about it. Well, you're gonna fix all those tables at the end? I was like, no, because we didn't set those up. Well, yeah, you did. I'm like, I would have remembered moving tables and chairs, and we didn't move the tables and chairs. Okay, well, we were here till 11:30 last night, and those things weren't moved. It's like, okay, well, they're moved when we got here this morning. Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, grumble, grumble. And they disappear. Another lady comes through, probably about an hour later. And, oh, man, she was all kinds of fired up. Another one of those, like, well, the previous lady disappeared. So I confirmed, hey, talk to the building scheduler guy, double check that there was nothing that changed in the middle or something like that. So he's talking to him like in real time, and the guy says, yeah, nope, they don't have a thing until such and such time. You should be good. Okay, cool. Another lady comes in, and you can't be here. Why not? Because we got this thing going on in like X number of hours. And I was like, yeah, we had a lady come through who was a lot less rude than you. I already explained it. We're it's gonna be fine. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be here in the first place because blah blah blah. And I was like, well, the building's, who'd you schedule it with? It's like the building scheduler.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because we had it scheduled a month ago. I was like, well, we had it scheduled a little more than a month ago.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, we had it scheduled like 2 months ago. And I was like, well, it was a month ago, a minute ago. And her husband was with her, and he's just kind of like a little bit more of like a, okay, guys, what are we looking at here? What's going to go on? And then she goes into, when we scheduled this a year ago, and then he looks at her and he just kind of like, no, it's just like, stop, you're making it worse. And I was kind of lighting into her a little bit because she just kept going at it, and I'm like, we had the thing scheduled. Oh, well, she came in and she's like, well, such and such a lady, who I assume was the first lady that came through. It's like, well, she said that you guys were shooting our decorations. And I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, why would we be coming in here and shooting the stuff that's set up on the tables? I was like, we're intentionally staying over here so that we're not touching the stuff on your tables. Yeah. But I think she was one of those people, I think she wanted to be mad.
She wanted to be mad.
Man, apparently so.
It wasn't going exactly the way she wanted, and
I guess not. And then her husband was just kind of like, because I was standing next to our building, the guy that in our group that does the building scheduling for us. He's standing next to me on this side, and the lady's across from me, and the husband kind of steps in and he's like, I'm going to talk to this guy over here because you guys are mad. And I was like, good job, guy. Way to totally defuse that thing. They did their thing. It was great. And the lady just sat there looking mad the whole time. And I was like,
what are
you guys better be gone before you get back. I'm like, it's not going to be a problem. You won't even know we were here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, well, I don't remember what she said, something that ticked me off, and I implied that maybe that's not what the Christmas spirit was all about. Yeah. And her having an attitude was a problem with that. And the irony of setting up for a Christmas party and being a really big jerk about it. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't like how I had to behave, but man, I will totally match energy with somebody. You're coming in lying to me and lying about me and my organization. And I'm not going to take it too kindly.
Nah. It's weird, the hostility that a lot of nerf events bring up. Like when in Australia we got swatted because people weren't happy. Right? They made a video on that. It was a whole thing. Cops weren't happy with that, but
Yeah, but I suppose they got to follow up on whatever calls they get.
Well, as I also said, we had the the police station a block away, like you could walk to it, and we had an existing like, hey, we're doing this. Are you guys cool with this? And we luckily enough had the one of our members was the son of the mayor of Melbourne.
No, hey.
So we had not mayor, governor of Victoria, which is the city of Melbourne's in So, it's not called a governor; they call it like a premier or something. But whatever, same thing. Yeah. So we had the inn, and they're like, yeah, just don't do this, don't do this. Basically, don't paintball, which is okay. Yeah, don't paintball, don't have anything that looks real, and don't set up any permanent buildings. Which I thought was a little odd. What do you mean permanent buildings? Oh, don't nail anything to trees or stake anything to the ground. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. You got to ask us, tell us that, but okay, I get you. Yeah, but yeah. So then it was kind of the same thing. You guys shouldn't be here. Why not? Because we're here. It's like it's a public park. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's like if we booked, we've had that also the thing where we booked a place where we have the place, we paid for the place, and someone else tried to butt in and say, no, you can't be here. It's like, no, here's the receipt. This is our area. Go. That was, yeah. I assume, do you guys have to pay for the space or?
No, that's yeah. We just basically, as long as we can basically get it scheduled far enough ahead of time that there's not something else going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like we knew that there'd be Christmas parties going on. Every ward's got a Christmas party to fit in there somewhere. But it wasn't an issue last year, and we assumed that when we scheduled it and they said, yep, your thing's open.
Yeah.
What actually happened was that one ward had their activity Friday night, and the other one had theirs Saturday night, so they colluded and was like, hey, if you just leave your crap laying out, all your tables and chairs, you don't have to put away, and we don't have to set up. And it's like, oh, well, that makes sense. But also, when you are scheduled for when you schedule your party to be from, I think they technically had the building from 3 to 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
But technically, they had their crap there from the night before. But that doesn't show up on the schedule.
Yeah.
Because the previous building just left all their crap out. And so it's like, it's like, okay, well, I understand what you did, but also what you did you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
So just because you colluded with the previous ward doesn't...
Which everyone loves to be told that they're wrong. Right, especially if they're angry.
Correct.
That's just right. You just go, no, you're wrong. Go away. Right. Works all the time.
Well, yeah, but if you're wrong, as long as you're louder than the other people, then that was. Anyway, like I said, it was unfortunate it happened. I didn't like who I became in defense of my organization and our playtime.
Yeah.
I understood them walking in and saying, hey, why is there something going on that's not the thing we expected?
Yeah.
Like, well, because you're not the only people in the world.
Crazy.
But also,
madness.
Don't walk in and be rude. Walk in and say, hey, we have a thing going on later.
Yeah.
What's going on? But to come in and say, you're not supposed to be here and I'm going to be a big jerk about it. It's like, oh, I'm going to stop you right there because we're not going to have a good time. So that was a downer. Also, it really put a damper on our Christmas party.
Yeah. But so what was the egg thing that you did? I have it up on screen. The egg carton dart head.
That basically, it was, we were just looking for cutesy little game kind of things for the event. And so basically it was a pile of just random dart heads from like as far back as I've been in the hobby. So about 10 years worth of dart heads of just random stuff. There's a Koosh in there. There's a Busby Sticky. Darts. There's a Pac D head in there.
Pac D.
Well, it's one of the jet Pac D molds, and which is even weirder. And there's a FVJ and an FVN. There's a Vawberry in there, Tagger head, stuff like that. So it was kind of interesting. The Koosh got the most responses of, I think one guy just replied fuzzy ? And another guy answered what with 3 A's and 3 question marks. And I was like, does nobody else remember Koosh? The Koosh was Supreme Dart.
Koosh was the thing. Koosh was the hotness. Yeah, everybody wanted that.
The best dart you could buy for a year.
Yeah.
from one obscure seller on eBay, but not the other seller. The other one was garbage.
Yeah,
That,
you had to go
that glue
one.
was junk.
No, we eventually in Australia we just contacted the seller on AliExpress who went like, oh yeah, I just steal it from my assembly line. Okay, cool, give us the assembly line, and we just contacted them directly. Like that was the flat out conversation of, oh, I steal these and sell them. So the ones on AliExpress, we weren't even because they were just like they weren't even the good ones. They were the ones that weren't like 100%, but they were still pretty decent. And so yeah, we ended up paying a little bit more, and we just got them directly from the manufacturer. It was great. We bought like 10,000 of them.
Now those are good darts, especially in flywheelers, early flywheelers.
But not so good in micro flywheelers. But I still have some
anymore these days.
Yeah, the glue thing. It's like I still use.
Well, they're not as heavy and stuff.
Oh,
yeah, I come across them periodically when I'm cleaning, like under benches and stuff like that. And it's like, oh yeah, those were the days.
Yeah. No, I came across a handful of darts. Actually today while I was cleaning up a bit, from Melbourne, and they were pre-packed D darts. Aerosoft, Aerospace, Aerofoam, something. He sold darts as a kit. It was all the rage in Singapore. They were light blue. They had a very heavy silicon head.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to make
yourself ones.
Yeah, you had to do it yourself. And that was right when I got into I started the HVZ. HVZ was then thrust upon me, so I now owned HVZ Melbourne because the old admin just went away. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm the captain now. That's fine. And for some reason, there was hostility between HVZ Melbourne and Melbourne Nerf. Don't know why. No one could explain it to me. They hated each other. There was weird drama. I mean, there's always drama in like some Nerf hobbies, or some any type of hobby.
Yeah.
But there was also Humans vs. Zombies Victoria, which is a state that didn't like us either. I don't know. Whatever. I took over. I went to go say hi. Met some really cool people, and we kind of merged those two like groups essentially for a while. I think it's back to that as well. I was looking. It's just Melbourne Nerf, and Melbourne Nerf is. They do HVZ and they do just the normal Nerf stuff. But yeah, nice. That's what they use is those light blue darts. And I don't know how it came back with me from Australia, but I have a handful of them. I gotta like frame that because that's like history. That's like ancient history. I'd FNC guy. What's his name?
Oh, KT.
I know he's doing the Nerf museum-y thing.
Mm.
So I got to see if he wants one. It's like, hey, you want? Because the guy sold internationally. Mainly only Australia and Singapore is the ones who bought him, but he had his own website. And he was the rage. That was like what he did. He quit his job because he was selling so many, that's unfathomable nowadays. What do? I sell darts that you have to make yourself. And it was just like, what? And like the last revolutionary thing he did was he sold them pre-cut. Because originally it was just a spool of foam that you had to straighten.
That's going way back. Yeah, you'd have to like hang it so it would.
Yeah, you do things. The hairspray and hair dryer in the pillowcase was like the most common method, and and then people were dumb, and it caught some people had it catch fire because hairspray is flammable most of the time.
Yeah, the good stuff anyway.
Yeah, so you gotta use the good stuff. I mean, this is your darts you're talking about, right? You're not gonna cheap out on the hairspray for darts. You gotta buy the high quality.
I remember, doing either hair dryer in the pillowcase or throwing them in the dryer because your foam would get soft or bent or weird or whatever. Back when the only darts you could really go out and buy was the 75 pack for $20 or whatever it was from Nerf.
See, as soon as I got in the hobby, I just started buying my darts from China. immediately.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, J-Ro, yeah, hair dryer would in a pillowcase would straighten the darts, especially if you got like the foam and it was sold in spools, so it was already bent essentially, and you gotta straighten them out. Oh, that
weird
was
times.
weird
Weird times
times.
thinking back to and
yeah.
I don't know, and it's funny because even when I got in, there's even weirder stuff that I was just seeing the tail end of and being like, wow, that's even weirder.
Yeah,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
yeah, 10 years ago when you got in, that would have been like the end of the slugs. Like Captain Slug, the guy who made the Caliburn, one of the most iconic blasters in the hobby. His name is from the slug dart, which was you get foam backer rod from Home Depot, you use hot glue, and you put a BB in it for weight. Yeah.
It sounds so weird saying it now.
You use a hot glue gun tip to make a concave circle. And then there's different things. People were doing hand silicon molds of dart heads because, they were using They were using like stick tube hoppers that held like 5 or 6 darts. So 25 to 30 darts would last you a war. Easily. And you handmade those darts. You walked up, a hill in snow both ways. It was to the other war. It was
Yeah, that was. I made a handful of slugs back in the early days before I knew better, and yeah, that was weird going to buying the foam backer rod and realizing that I have a hot glue gun, which is really hard to control because as soon as you put the glue on there, it just starts melting and going crazy.
Yeah, well, you got a different temperature. I have three different temperature hot glues, so I could see what. Yeah, but yeah, it's
interesting times.
Interesting. I'm going full circle with that because I still haven't been able to talk with Unscrupulous Modifier, but yeah, making my own rockets. It's like going full circle. Yeah. Oh, and J-Ro's bringing up Z-Town. I'm still in Orange County, J-Ro. So if you're nerfing, shout out where you're nerfing at. 'Cause I got to hit up some places. But yeah, when Z-Town came to Orange County, that was interesting. That was like an old event that tried to go like corporate, for lack of a better word, try to become a business. It was a thing. And I went to old school Z-Town in Australia where it started. And it was a different beast then. They allowed mods. The new one in Orange County did not. You had to buy off the shelf. And it didn't survive because right at that point, okay, one of the uncles. But yeah, Deadtown didn't survive because at that point, higher powered blasters coming out, and their insurance wouldn't cover it. There's a lot of other reasons. Okay, the Riverside area. Yeah, I gotta hit up some of those, Jay. It's Wait, are you the guys who do the airsoft with Brett? I don't remember if that's someone different. As I'm just reading chat. But yeah, the good times though. Good times all around. Yeah.
Interesting times.
Interesting times. Getting back into it. I basically bought the old shoe glue I used for making darts back in the day again to make those foam rockets. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so you aren't. It's a different group that runs the airsoft venue event. It's the Nerf War in the airsoft.
I think the Lazy Uncle stuff is like the Park Wars that you see.
Okay.
That he's been posting videos on. I believe. I don't know for sure, but that is my impression.
Yeah.
Not sure who does the airsoft field though.
Yeah, I know there's San Diego, and then there's like LA Foam, the foam people, and then the problem is like I'm right in the middle where it all is, so I have to drive like 2 hours in either direction to go to a Nerf war, which was see,
Ugh.
I'm spoiled because when I was in Melbourne, it was like, okay, 15 minutes
Mm,
and 30 minutes depending on one of them, and then it's great. And I was like, oh, I gotta drive, I gotta wake up early. I mean, if I'm being really honest, that's the main thing. It's like, how dare you make things in the morning? I am a creature of the night, damn
because
it.
it's cooler.
It is. It is.
Nah, we're pretty fortunate here that right here in the valley, it's only like 20 to 30 minutes or so in any direction. I think most of the guys only are about 10-15 minutes away from the areas we usually hold it in.
Well, that's not
We
bad.
got 3 of our guys are out here on my end of things. We've done a few events out here. A couple of the guys are more towards the middle of the valley. We got one guy that comes from Mountain Home, which is about 45 minutes to an hour outside of town. And yeah, they make the trek in, him and his family, every month almost.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. It's like, but it's. I mean, I say that like I'm lazy, but then I'll fly to an event, right? Like RAG and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, that's my event. That's the events I go to. I am being lazy.
Yeah, or fly to Ohio and then have to drive 2 hours.
2 hours. Talk with this guy from Idaho I've never met before, and point out all the places to hide bodies. Good times. Good times.
I was going through pictures and Google reminded me of the little reminder thing where it's like, hey, 20 years ago this thing happened.
20.
And it was the pictures on the airplane of
yes.
me, Jangular, and Brett.
Yeah.
And then you're way in the back.
I'm way in the
with
back.
Glasses on and just.
I'm out. Yeah, because I sleep on the plane, and that's what because we were talking about. It's like, okay.
Well, so does Brett.
So it's Brett. Yeah. So I'm like, you three sit. These 3 sit, and I'm just gonna sleep. And I remember every once in a while you looking back, and that was enough to trigger like my eyes are always just like I was just like half open, and so even if I was sleeping, I saw like movement, and I'm like, what? And it's like so I wave back. I still remember that. It's like you just looking back every now and then. It's like, yep.
Well, I think I have one picture where it's just because it was me, Brett, and Jang was on the end.
Yeah.
And then you're way in the back, and I've got one picture that's like a selfie that's like the top of my face, and you're just in the back, and you're just like
mouth. Yeah. Oh, I actually did through the horns. Yeah. No, that was good times. I miss that. That's like meeting up halfway and then flying the other half. That's good.
That was cool meeting everybody at the airport.
Yeah.
Especially because that was the first time I met anybody.
Yeah. I know.
Like in person.
It was Michelle of Foam Blast asked. It's like, hey, could you keep an eye on Mr. Nathan because he's a little nervous? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take him. And then I aggressively told you to make a Patreon for a lot of that time as well. Because I'll be honest, I kind of saw some of your stuff. I saw your mods. I saw pictures of your mods. But I never saw your content. I'm like, your mods are good. It's like, you're good, damn it. Listen to me. I like your stuff. It's very aggressive.
I'm sorry, weird guy. Mr. Strange Wizard.
Yeah, I remember that's what after you said it's like, yeah, that's all you really know about me was I dress up as a wizard for Nerf Wars.
Well, I think your most featured video was the weird how to make darts at home.
Oh yeah, where we did like
it's just like all right. Because you're like, yeah, I'm on Make Test Battle, and I was like, okay, you're not the who are you and what you got guy, and you're not Ryan, and you're not the.
I'm the other one.
Who's the
I'm
other
the
one?
fat wizard. There was 3 of us. Yeah.
It was like, oh,
yeah.
All right, let's see how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
And it went weird.
It went weird, but here we are, both still allegedly alive. Good times.
Sure.
Yeah. I gotta make another one of those videos. That was fun. We bought like a bunch of chicken thighs. We added red food coloring to it for the internals. And it was literally my idea went as far as, okay, I'm gonna bind one of my friends to the table we're gonna do this dissection scene, and okay, I'm out of ideas. Who else wants to input? Because he was just laying there at the table, like, okay, he's covered in raw chicken, it's tied and duct taped to the table, and I didn't think anything else through. It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
He
we
was
need
there.
more darts, apparently.
He was there for like 3.5 hours as we tried to figure out what to do. Because it would have made sense to remove the chicken, untape him from the table, and sit down. No, he was just there. I got him.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
I mean, I basically I kept like I had we made I got a bendy straw, and I kept giving water and stuff. Luckily enough, he didn't have to go to the bathroom because it was like a half a roll of duct tape. There was no reason. You never saw it, but we used a half a roll of duct tape to bind him to the table.
Did you not trust him to just hold still?
Nah.
You weren't actually cutting him open.
Authenticity.
Well, it made for a weird video and a very weird first impression.
Yeah.
But hey, we survived.
We survived. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Good times. But yeah, so we're about an hour 30 in. Do we want to start wrapping up?
Well, I think we just pretty much covered everything we needed to cover and then some.
Yeah.
And I think we've upset everybody because everybody's leaving anyhow.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. They're
Well, probably happy because it's Christmas is in like 2 days.
Yeah.
That'd make me happy.
Yeah.
But...
doing stuff. I got a bunch of camera equipment on my little wish list thing. Get a camera boom. I gotta film some stuff, and I'm like, I need a boom. So I made a boom. It broke. Yeah, I caught my camera. I like dove across the table to catch my camera, but yeah. So that's all. Next podcast, I'll have pictures of my camera boom and whole filming setup. But yeah.
I guess we should probably one more time, since we started put one in the beginning and put one in the middle. We should probably end with the update on MergeMasters for anybody else who's left. But MergeMasters is going to start in February. Start February 1st, run through the end of April. We're going to have more actual information coming in January. We're going to have 2 streams in January that are going to be kind of filtering the information in. But we'll have basically at the time of the last stream in January, which we're doing it bi-weekly, so I don't remember what date that lands on right now.
Something.
But basically, we're going to have all the information is going to get just slammed all over the internet. We're going to on the YouTube community thing. It'll be on the Discord. It'll be on my Instagram, Facebook. Caster's probably going to share it on his stuff as well. The full all the rules in one nice little thing posted up there. But we're still going to do the same, like the 3-class structure, but the classes are going to be different. All the details are going to be different. The rules are going to be different. There's going to be some unique constraints this year, so don't make your plans too defined, but do get some good ideas rolling. And when we get ready to pull the trigger come February, then we'll go from there. But you'll have all the information next month. So get excited, but don't get anything built yet.
Yeah.
And more information will be forthcoming.
Exactly.
And I guess with that, we can wrap it up and kill this thing.
Yep. Until next time, see everyone.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hey.
Yep. All right.
Have a wonderful evening. And in the meantime, a Merry Christmas as well.
Yeah. Happy New Year. All the stuff.